Alright, we had to stop recording because my camera / phone got too hot. So going back to 30 frames per second recording speed, so hopefully that won't happen again. You can see the check engine light's on. It's for the the right catalyst below threshold efficiency, something along those lines. Basically a nuisance cause saying that the catalytic converter isn't working like it should. So unless you're in California, or just keep that in mind, that if you really need to fix it, you're going to have to replace the catalytic converter. Otherwise, you can drive around and have a check engine light. You can reset it, but it'll come back after you, there's certain conditions in the throttle that will basically make that happen. So, I'm not sure how far I got, but real quickly, 3-button home link, so you can use your garage door opener, use this instead of a standalone unit. Map lights and dome lights. Alcantara suede interior, very nice. Vanity, the mirror, and we've got a little bit of sagging with the roof material in the back, but for some reason can't focus. So one thing about this car is you're gonna have some clunking into and out of first and reverse due to the transmission being just old. So here we have it. And what we can do is back into a vehicle so that you can hear the parking sensor do its thing. As you can see, there's a vehicle back there. And we'll just reverse. Alright, and it gets you really close, within 6 inches, I think. So, more close than I would be comfortable if I didn't trust the thing. So just driving it around. You'll notice the blinker blinks quicker. Not because there's a burned out light, but the LEDs cause that. There's a fix for it, but it didn't bother me that much. Notice the delayed gear shifts? It's because we're in sport mode. Transmission. So we've been idling here for several minutes while I was waiting for my phone to cool down. So the engine's warmed up slightly, but I don't want to run it hard until we've gotten oil temperature up to where it needs to be, and that's the gauge on the left. We're going to go into D. Alright, so we're got it in manual mode right now, just hanging out in second gear. If you can hear the exhaust, there's an exhaust leak on the right side where the manifold meets the downpipe, I believe. So it is what it is. It's something that can be repaired at some point. Oil temps are looking pretty good. So go ahead and do an acceleration in sport mode here, and we'll go. It's a slight turn here, but let's see if we can keep the camera on the gauges the whole time. All right, here we go. That wasn't perfectly flat, so not super accurate 0 to 60 time, but it gives you a general idea of where this car is. And so, as you can see in sport mode, give it some gas, it's already ready to shift pretty quick. that was not full throttle. That was maybe 2/3 or so. It's really ready to downshift, and it keeps it in a higher gear. So if I move it back to D, you'll see the RPMs drop immediately, and to D. So it goes into fifth gear, excuse me. And we're blurry again. Do have a little bit of steering wobble due to, I believe, inner tie rod ends, maybe outer as well. I've done some of the suspension myself, but there's a few components in the front suspension, like the right lower control arms, that need to be done. The uppers are new on both sides, the lowers are new on the left side, but haven't done the steering tie rod ends yet, so they still need to be done. I believe the snub mount needs to be changed out too, because there's a little bit of noise on acceleration, if you heard that. So, let's see, visibility outward is pretty good in this car. It's got pretty nice design where the windows and A-pillars and whatnot are. I want to find a spot to turn around here and show you the difference in acceleration. I'll just show you what it looks like when it's in D, which is just a regular acceleration, and more casual gear changes, I guess. Kind of boring might be a word. So here we go. We'll go ahead and turn around here in this gas station. And we'll just accelerate normally once we get out of here. Okay. Here we go. Just light acceleration, nothing crazy. It really feels like a different car when it's in D versus sport mode. And then let's go ahead and go do manual and see if we can get those gauges. There we go. Showing what gear. We're in 5th right now, so go ahead and click down to 2 and hear that V8. So hear that delay between clicking and the gear change. Course, and none of these things should be attempted in real life. So just holding it in 4th gear. We're going up a hill right now. And 5th. So there you have it. Drives pretty well. It's pretty quiet and smooth. The road noise is really low on this car. I really like that aspect of it. And the exhaust leak, you can actually hear the engine, which is kind of nice in itself, even though it needs to be repaired. So that's that.